All right, yo, yo, yo. What's going on,
Yes,
y'all?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
coming in hot with another Bears victory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We gonna go straight into it. What you think, man? How you liking your
Um,
team after week 3?
um, great win. A really, really needed win. Um, I don't know if I guess I'm gonna just go with the negatives because it's kind of glaring, or at least this game is like was it really kind of showed. So how do the coaches and offensive coordinators feel about Justin Fields? Do they trust him to throw the ball, or are they just not getting open? But that's not. I can't even say that now because some stuff was shown about from last week's game. How a couple of his receivers was wide open. He just
Mm.
didn't throw it to him, or he overthrew it. So the run game is great. They if we going if we're going to do if we're going to make, I mean, the Bears are a run. It's a run team, run offense team, running back team. So cool.
Yeah.
But I think we expected more from Justin Fields. We really was expecting a quarterback to throw maybe 3,000, 4,000 yards. But I don't know. I'm not at the practices. I
Right.
don't know what they're seeing, but game day is looking like, uh, let's just maybe for safety reasons. Well, he threw the pick. He threw the
Hmm.
pick.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what he saw. He probably saw somebody open. Maybe he's rushing it. He is he. This is his second year, but I don't think you expect him to be like a senior in your second year. But at the same time as well, it's like, what are they seeing during practices to make them decide, you know what, Justin Fields, we're just going to give you maybe like we're going to limit your passing plays, and we're just going to like run this offense through the running backs, Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery, which is a great idea because if they can't stop us, then there we go.
Yeah.
But so what?
Well,
So what's up with should we count down the end of the Justin Fields era already?
um, I say be careful with that.
Eh,
The reason I say that is because we have to we have to acknowledge the facts behind Justin Fields first. Um, Fact number one is that this is his second year.
right,
A, a new offense, like he had
right.
an offense each year.
Mm-hmm.
He
That's
was
true.
he was set up to fail year one.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, Almost in a traumatic way. Like, let's not forget what Nagy did to that boy against the Browns, where
Right.
he had him get killed out there, right?
Right.
Off season, they didn't do anything to improve the offensive line, nor
Right.
did they enhance their weapons. They actually, they got rid of Allen Robinson, so they decreased in that effect. So you had an off season where we knew that they could run the ball because we knew that's the reason why we was begging Nagy to run the ball. We knew that they had
Right.
this
Yeah.
capability.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that they just didn't do it, it was a mark on him. I'm not gonna go on a tangent on Nagy, but that was just him. So we knew that
Yeah.
they could run the ball. The thing was that you didn't get his kid time to flourish and develop. Now, He had an off season with a new coach, new regime. They, like I said, the effort is there, but the talent isn't. So
I don't know. I don't know about that anymore because if these receivers are getting open, you
and
might
that's
have some. You
and that's
might have
why
some
that I'm not
diamonds
done.
in the rough.
I won't deny that. What I'm saying is that again, this is his. This, you are. Can we say? I'm. This is how I look at it. We gave every quarterback the benefit of the doubt, from Trubisky to Rex Grossman to Jay Cutler. We giving all these quarterbacks the benefit of the doubt. I'm not finna sit here and not give this brother a benefit of the doubt after we done gave all these other quarterbacks the benefit of the doubt. So when Trubisky had a new coach after they fired John Fox, and we gave him 3-4 years before we, all right, we gotta get rid of this clown. This is the second year in the third game, and they 2-1. Like this, they don't have a losing record, and the coach is he's definitely protecting them if you running the ball as much as you running the ball. But isn't that the right thing to do? I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
if I game plan, so is Justin Fields a field general, or he's just a is he like a Lamar Jackson type, or is he a Garoppolo type? It's like we just need you to not do if you Jimmy Garoppolo is like we just need you to not
mess
just
up.
manage field
The game
manager
manager, yeah.
versus game manager versus field general. Like which one is he? Because if he's a game manager, all right, cool. We to run the game, we just gonna run it down these teams' throats. But I believe this regime didn't draft Fields, so you get that as well. So if he's if I mean if he's a game manager, then cool. Just run the ball down their throats. But if and again, it all depends on what they see. They might just have a game manager on their hands. And in the other regime probably thought he would be more like a Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, well, the other regime,
Or field general. He
yeah,
definitely not. He's playing it by the book. He's really not
and
taking things on hands.
and see the thing is that I go back to what he was known for when he coming in the draft. He was known as a deep ball passer. Like he was never known to be short yardage. Like he's known to throw the ball deep and have
That's
receivers
crazy.
go get it, right? Now he's in an offense where he ain't got time to throw the ball deep. So, but you could go look up a Mitch Trubisky highlight package and think he's the next best thing too.
We need. we can skip Mitchell. We can just look at some other paths.
But I'm just saying you could look at, because I was about to say you could look at his highlight package and be like, oh man, you could see the potential. But I was about to say, just to not put him in a spot, you could look at any quarterback's highlight package and think they're gonna be great. So, but the point I'm trying to make is that what he's good at, he can't do because he don't have time to do it. Whether that's because of the offensive line or bad decision making from him, or receivers not getting open. Now we got proof that receivers do get open. We got proof that he's missing targets. But the proof, the thing that I can still fall back on is that this offensive line, for whatever reason, they can run block, but they can't pass block. They simply cannot pass block. And that's mind-boggling to me. It's like, how can, and when they do pass block, they get positive results out of the quarterback, no matter who's the quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's like when they do block well, we get results, and when they don't, we get the same results that we used to get. So I mean, I hate to, always go back to
Yeah,
that line,
it's a bittersweet Sunday because we won the game, but
but we
the
got our
the
eyes
negatives are,
open.
yeah, the negatives are starting to glare like, okay, this is
Yep.
game three, and this is really game two because the first one was the conditions was like
Yeah.
not normal. So this is the second one under normal conditions, and it's like,
And
hmm,
and see, and that's and I look at game one as a as a way of saying give him time, because we know that the man ain't afraid of the moment, because if you had any opportunity to fold, that week one would have been time. Field conditions sloppy, like he made
and
plays to win that game.
he was making plays in horrible conditions. So where are you
And
when
when
the
it's good,
conditions are?
I get it, and that's the issue. I can't and will not argue that he's played well. All I can say is this is still his second year. He didn't even play a full season last year, so it's like we NFL is different than college,
Yeah,
and
that's for sure.
he played well at Ohio State, and it's like
Yeah,
I I just refuse to believe that he is as bad as he's looking, but the proof is in his play every week. So
yeah,
a lot of the people was like, well, the game plan didn't really, like, it was a running game plan today. We
right.
Everybody knew what was gonna happen today. Lovey
Yep,
and
yep, love
like
it.
they was gonna
Yep.
run the ball all day today. That's why I was telling everybody, all my game, I'm like, look, man, if y'all don't do anything, y'all gamble the over for running yards today, because that's all they gonna do is run the ball today.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what happened. But
what it is.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like you telling me to make a decision on him way years earlier than I did on any other quarterback we had. I've given minimum 3 years to each quarterback we've had, outside of that one clown that they got when John Fox got here. I forgot his name. Uh what was that boy name? I don't know. They paid him all that money and he lasted pretty much until they started Trubisky. But anyway, he was a clown. And he wasn't a good quarterback where he was before he came here. So I just didn't understand
Yeah, they showed
that philosophy. But anyway,
they definitely paid him though.
and they paid him like he was great. I was, and that's when I was like, y'all could have gave a fourth, not even a fourth, an eighth of that money to Kaepernick or Tebow, and they would have gave the same result, if not better, than what he did.
Tebow would have balled out. I
Exactly,
don't care
because
what
all
nobody
you
say.
doing with Justin Fields now is what y'all would have did with Tebow.
Yeah,
Like, let's be honest, Tebow can't
yeah,
throw the ball, run the ball.
he can run. He can
It would
play
have
action for real.
been the same concept. Y'all doing it with
That's it.
Justin Fields, why y'all couldn't do it with Tebow? But I
Yeah,
mean,
but good game on Roquan. That was a much
pay the
needed.
man,
Yeah.
pay that man.
Oh,
He can't.
Roquan.
He balling. Eddie Jackson didn't do it. He
Yeah,
got an interception, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't complain about
Yeah,
Eddie Jackson this week.
it is. I mean, it was an ugly game, but um, in those ugly games, people, people showed up, and
Yeah,
you gotta pay Roquan, man.
pay Roquan.
You gotta pay
Please play Roquan.
Roquan.
Please play Roquan, because he's gonna lead your defense for the next decade, hopefully. So we need to pay that man.
I just need who's the other linebacker? They said no, that's not
It's a lot of
Roquan.
rookies and stuff, so I don't even know their names yet. I'm being honest with
Yeah,
you.
I just need somebody that can hit somebody, man. That's
Oh
all I
yeah,
want.
yeah.
Hit
Well,
hit
they've been getting
somebody.
turnovers, man. So
Yeah, yeah. They
the
have.
change of
They have.
coaches and stuff has worked so
They
far.
have. Yeah, they
It's just
definitely
that the
have.
quarterback play ain't got better, and that's the troubling. Oh, I lost you. Back? Okay. Yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
that the quarterback stuff is just like, man, it's sad to see. It's like it's not improving the way we expect it or want to. Because it's like, yeah, we've been and it it's almost unfair to him because he's lumped into the rest of them. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
quarterback situation has not improved since Jay Cutler left here. Jay Cutler was the best thing we ever had.
And that's
And
saying something.
that's the sad part. Like that's the sad reality of it. And it's like it hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse, if anything. So
That guy.
take for that
He,
what you will, but it's a
yeah,
victory, but it's a
it's a
humbling,
victim.
sad victory. Yeah. Now
It's
into some more sad. Well, I guess the good news out of it is that the Montgomery injury ain't he day to day, so I guess
oh, okay.
he'll be ready to go hopefully next week or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
that's
That's
it
good.
for the beloved Bears. Topics this week is probably a little thin, but they interesting.
Okay.
So the big news in the NBA is your boy Ime Udoka and this whole cheating scandal.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out. So, and then I'm starting to, because I'm like, why does that even matter? But
Look,
I guess it's like no relationship in the workplaces or something like that.
yeah.
Um,
See,
with a little bit of
I was coming at it from a whole nother perspective. I was
what?
like, you got me alone, bro. What you doing?
No. Yeah, he got Neil Long and he still cheated. So what does that say about Neil Long? So we just think because she's like beautiful and she's been beautiful for forever
I
that
look,
she's an angel.
look. This
So
is the roller coaster that I've been on with this. I at first I was like, because at first I thought it was a white woman. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man,
it
he
was
in
the sister.
Boston. She looked mixed,
Okay,
but the thing is that you in Boston, and there's nothing but racist white folks in Boston.
right.
That's just it. Ain't even an opinion. That's a fact. Just I mean, they most famous actors are racist, so like we not even go anyway. I was just like, man, why? Like, why would you do that? Like, what? Like again, it was not that you got Nia Long. What's the problem with Nia Long? Because y'all been
Right.
engaged for almost as long as me and my wife been married. So
Right. He ain't got two kids. So
what's really going on with that?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one. And then two, if it's just an affair, why is it such a big deal?
I'm thinking it got something to do with like workplace relations,
But
but if,
the
if
reason
the
why
information first came out, the information first came out, they mentioned like consensual. But then
exactly
stuff coming out now is like, nah, some of the stuff he was saying to her was inappropriate, and I guess she felt some type of way.
right?
I'm
So
thinking,
go
I'm
ahead.
thinking, they did the do. He probably promised to leave Nia.
Mm,
She found out, you know what, he ain't gonna leave Nia. Oh, so we just gonna this is what we're gonna do now.
okay.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
okay. Well, that I didn't go that. I didn't think of that one. What
Yeah.
I thought was at first that it was consensual at first, and what ended up happening is that she got caught and then start yelling rape afterwards, trying to make
Oh,
it seem
about
like
who? Oh,
that's
because she was married too, right?
I don't know. We don't know nothing about the girl outside the fact that it was only one female staff that's been hired by the Celtics. So everybody assumes it's that woman, but can't nobody confirm or deny if that's that woman. But it's
I'm
like I
still trying to
said,
figure out what that got to do with the basketball team. It's like I
exactly.
don't
And that's where I come. Like I said, I looked at it from the
and they
one
suspended
perspective.
him. They suspended him for the whole season over non-basketball reasons. I'm like, why is that even in the news? I'm like, is it because he's a black coach that like?
And that's where everybody's going crazy. That's the reason why it's such a big news. And then it take people like Stephen A. and all them to bring up the fact that, oh, y'all don't do this to the white coaches. And then Stephen A. basically snitched on the whole NBA.
Of course,
Cause he
every
like
corporation
y'all didn't do this for them. So, and
corporation is
this is
doing
not
that.
news. This is something that's been going on, right? So
I got,
he done snitched and told everybody that everybody be doing this with everybody. So why is it such a big deal that this brother, he the one that
right.
so you
Yep.
got that going on for it, but
Yep.
I don't want to go there. I'm just bringing it up because it's in the news, but I just
Right.
don't understand what this had to do with the Boston
The
Celtics
Boston
basketball.
Celtics basketball team. Yeah, I don't because he's a coach, but like the season hasn't started. What is like? Are y'all trying to find something to talk about it with Boston, or y'all trying to find a reason to get rid of this guy?
Because he's the most successful coach y'all done had in his
Yeah.
first year.
Yeah.
Like that's scary. Like was he getting like is he getting what's the word? Not power hungry, but trying to renegotiate that contract because he had so much success year one, and then
Right. Yeah.
y'all bringing up this because clearly y'all knew about it and
Yeah. Of
it's
course
been
they did.
going on. So it's like,
Yeah.
why would this come out after all that success and then so late in the offseason? This stuff has been going, this stuff went on during the season. So I know y'all knew about it.
I'm trying to figure out like is the Boston basketball team like a Catholic owned basketball team or something like
Oh no,
I don't
man.
I'm like is this like is like BYU or something the college school that's like you can't be in a relationship in that school or something like that. I'm like trying to figure out like who cares? Why is this news? Why is this news?
It's
And
fair
now
to say that it's news because he's a colored man, but I,
I don't care about his affair, bro. I don't care about him cheating on Nia Long. I'm like, what?
so that's the thing. Why such a hell? Just think about it. He got
Right.
suspended the same amount of time that the
Yeah.
owner for being racist got suspended for. That's mind-boggling to me, yo.
Yeah.
For
He got suspended for the whole season. That's some stuff you suspend a player when he get caught testing positive for performance enhancing drugs and stuff like that.
and you only get
This,
what half a season for that.
I don't understand, bro. It's like who cares, bro? And everybody, well, the people I see, some people, maybe mostly females, like worried about Nia Long. Like,
Well, no, I wasn't worried
no,
about Nia Long. It was just the concept of man. You know, you
you got
had
Nia Long, but damn man, listen, bro.
again,
What about Nia
again,
Long?
again. It was just the thought
She's
process.
gorgeous. Yeah, Nia Long's gorgeous. And what else?
And
What else?
exactly. But
What else?
again, like I said, you could spin that both ways because, like I said, they've been engaged for so long. It's like,
Why
what's
didn't he
really
just
going
go
on?
ahead and yeah, put it in and put the go ahead with the ceremony? Exactly. Like, so what is he holding on to?
What's
This
the
is
right? What's the
30,
hold?
40, 50-year-old man still moving like he in his 20s and 30s. Like, yeah, you don't know if you're ready to commit. Like, to Nia Long?
I don't know,
So
man.
so what's going on with Nia Long? And because she's not working much. She's
Mm,
probably pretty much just being a house mom or whatever. So she's chilling. So like and obviously she's not tripping about her not being married yet. I'm pretty sure she would like to.
I mean, we
So
again, a lot of the questions you ask ain't none of our business. The point I'm
but
really
but they put it out there though.
exactly, and that, but
Like,
and
what did you want me to do with it?
what exactly, and my issue is why the I don't understand this. I truly, I guess, I just don't understand that suspension. I really don't. I really don't.
I think you know what? It just popped in my head. I think they're trying to find a distraction from the Phoenix Suns organization because they ain't really talking about that as much as they talk about Ime Udoka right now. I know they
And
mentioned
that's
that
way
he's
what.
deciding he's going to
Yeah.
sell it, but they really not talking about. They really not. They're dragging this more than they're dragging the owner of the Phoenix Suns, which is crazy. So it's like, is every billionaire racist?
Man, look, it's mind-boggling to me to think like I was just like I was into it because I just was like I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, him? No, what for what? Like, and
That's
then
a
it was
second, and that's a second. This is a second team that Chris Paul has been with that has a racist owner.
that's
But
crazy too. That is
but
that's funny to think about. Like,
but Chris Paul comes into these organizations and turns it around, and then somehow this owner has gotten cocky enough to start talking crazy after this black man just coming to your town and it just changes your team for the better.
for the better. And
I'm
the
not.
Clippers are still thankful for him because I mean the Clippers has been the
They
best
haven't.
team in
They haven't.
LA
Yes.
since he gotten there basically. So I mean,
I'm trying to figure out what's. And then there's like, and then Phoenix is on the up and up.
I
And
mean,
but you know,
Phoenix is favored to win the
no.
championship.
This ain't. This is not coincidence. This is set up, bro. Like somebody is hacking. Somebody hacked old boy from the Clippers. Somebody hacked the audio or the cameras in his home. Skimmed through all of the video recordings and found something so that he can sell the team.
Mm-hmm.
They scrounging through the Phoenix dude and found some stuff so that he can sell the team. I don't know what that's all about, but this is not coincidental. This is set up. They want new ownership with some of these teams that's on the up and up. I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
get it
I,
because they wouldn't sell it. They wouldn't sell it otherwise.
of course not. And if you looked at the owner's statement, he didn't want to sell. He
Yeah,
basically said they forcing me to sell.
yeah, yeah,
And it's like he like
yeah.
I was willing to go through the rehabilitation and learn from my mistake, but you know,
Yeah, they forced themselves because Nike threatened to
yeah.
remove their sponsorship and other companies. So he's like, yeah. So that's like, so this is a setup. So it's like one, yeah, they're racist or whatever, but the NBA knows, and they're really not bothered by it unless some stuff like this comes out, and then it's we don't accept, we don't allow that this type of mindset. Like, yes, y'all do, boy, because these
Cause
folks been bringing in money.
y'all been letting them do it.
Yeah,
What
these
y'all
folks,
want to say is that we don't want y'all to get caught doing it.
yeah, that's all it is. That's
And
all
when
it is.
y'all get caught, y'all just got to deal with the consequences of getting caught. And if that's what it is, say that's what it is. But don't be so naive to think that we don't understand that that's what it is. Because that's what it is.
And
But
because that's what it is. They're forcing some of these owners to run these teams to somebody else. Somebody else
uh-huh.
wanted. Somebody else want to buy, and they like, nah, we're not selling. And then so okay, so we'll go the dirty route. Like we could do this the hard way, or we
Mm-hmm.
could do this the easy way. The choice is y'all.
Yeah.
And they be like, "Oh, I see you want to do it the hard way." So they find some dirt on these niggas,
Cause
and I don't even know if it's racist, bro. They just be talking reckless. We talk reckless about white folks all the time.
we talk reckless about our own people.
We be
I
talking.
stand by this. In the year 2022 or whatever day this is, I guarantee
Yeah.
black folks call black folks niggas more than white people do.
Of
So
course, bro. Of
so
course.
I mean I
Like,
could hey,
go ahead.
I'm just saying what are we really arguing
Right.
about? That
Right.
like what's really going on? Are we I don't know. I guess we got leverage now, so we trying to
No,
pop
we
off.
don't.
I,
No, we don't.
I don't understand it though, because look what
Because
happened to John Gruden. Look what happened to John
yes,
Gruden. That man got in trouble for something he did a decade ago.
yeah. And then I don't know
How?
if it was racist. It was just he just flamed the man. It's like, you never been flamed before?
And my whole thing is, how can you lose a job that you have for something that you did when you didn't even have a damn job?
Yeah,
I'm not defending it. It just
yeah,
don't make sense.
yeah, bro. I don't understand. It's like, and this is happening, and we thinking we're making progress. Like, dude, Steve Ballmer ain't black. What are you talking about? Um, Magic Johnson and them, Magic Johnson got a whole group of people that was trying to buy the Clippers.
Yep.
Nah, they gave it to Ballmer. So, like, what progress? Ain't no progress. Michael Jordan is still the only owner, black owner in the NBA. There is no progress, but they just forcing these white dudes to sell their teams to other white dudes that wanted it, but the guy was like, "Nah, we not selling." It's like, so they're forcing their hand to sell it, but we ain't making no progress, and they're using racism, black people, the plight, what we're going through, and women to get to it. It's like, bro, like,
Yeah.
man, I don't care, bro. Let that man. John Gruden said that boy got his lips look like tires. Yeah, that was a flame, bro. Like, that's now if because when that stuff was happening, a couple of players came out, was like, John Gruden ain't really a good person. He kind of like phony or whatever. That's cool. If
I
you're
get
getting
it.
rid of him because
I get it.
the players don't rock with him like that, cool.
I
But
get it.
to be trying to be acting like what he said was just so horrible. I'm like, bro, like we are tougher than that, bro. We are not that sensitive.
We
Maybe
not.
when they get on Twitter and stuff like that, they be acting sensitive, and maybe some of them are sensitive. But I
I
don't know if that dude's skin is thin. But come on, bro, you black though, so your skin has to be a little bit thicker than most.
don't know,
Especially
man.
if
These
I don't
new
know, bro.
age athletes, man. I don't know. I don't know. Athletes in general, like you entitled niggas don't think like real niggas out
Not
here.
in football though.
Man, I don't,
Your career your career only good for about 7 to 10 years.
exactly.
So
But
what you talking about? What privilege?
but look how they act off the field. They don't act tough. They act soft. Like they most recognized athletes all act feminine. If you look at Odell Beckham, he the most feminine black man I've ever seen in my life.
But is he like,
If you were to take us back to when we was growing up, man, he'd have been called every type of faggot, and like because just how he acted and under the what Russell Westbrook used it fashion.
yeah?
Like, oh, this is me expressing fashion. No, man, that ain't how we grew up. That's just not how
I
we
don't
grew
know,
up. But y'all made
but I don't
millions
know.
and changed the narrative.
Yeah.
So this is just what it is. And look how sensitive Russell Westbrook is. You can't even talk about him shooting bricks when he trying to throw you out the stadium. This is what the athlete is. They're sensitive now. So I wouldn't put it past that their skin
Yeah.
ain't as thick as, but I think the money make their skin thinner than their actual skin color. Because I guarantee you, matter of fact, I know for a fact, because if you look at these athletes when they get this money, they always got that, oh, let's take you back to when they was growing up. They didn't dress like that when they was younger. They didn't look like that when they was younger. They started acting that way once they got the money. So
Yeah.
I stand by the fact that once they got the money, they started acting funny. And that's just
Yeah, man, I don't get it, bro. Like, if I was, I'm a grown man, 40s, 50s, and I hear the man say what he said about my lips. I'm like, so like, I don't know if a get back would be like to get him fired. Maybe that's like the lowest get back. I'm like, just man, I don't care what he feel, how he feel about what he said about me. Man, his wife loved it. That would have been my response.
exactly.
His
Like,
wife loved my lips. So it's like, but I don't know, man. It's because it's these competitive sports, and these teams want you to be competitive, but they want you to be professional. I'm like, I don't think y'all understand what competition is. Like,
no, they don't.
like this is
they want you to be
not baseball with all these unwritten rules. I'm like, bruh, if I know you are a good pitcher, like one of the greats, and I send that boy out the stadium, boy, I'm gonna be hyped.
yeah.
And of course you're gonna have a problem with it because I just sent your curveball into the parking lot.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have feelings about that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
try another pitch next time.
Yeah.
That's competition. You don't when I get up to plate to next time I get up to the plate, you're gonna try to knock my head off? But there's no one's upset when the pitcher be trying to throw that ball right to niggas' heads.
Yeah.
They don't say nothing about unwritten rules or sportsmanship with that.
Yeah.
But if I hit a home run and I taunt a little bit, it's an issue.
Right.
I don't understand how y'all expect people to be competitive and want to win so bad, but you still want me to keep my cool after I hit a go home run.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about? Have y'all played baseball before?
That's competition. That's why, and that's why I don't like. I love the games, but I don't like the direction they head, especially when it comes to the NBA and flopping. Like, look, just to put a cap on what you said, because you definitely said it best. We're not getting no progress with y'all setting this stuff up the way y'all setting this stuff up.
Yeah.
Y'all firing people just to hire other white folks ain't doing nothing. So kill that nonsense of progress. Y'all just y'all making headlines at this point. That's all y'all
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Going back to the competition thing, it's just like, man, like that's why I can't honor, like, a lot of people, you know, and I don't even want to go down that whole LeBron stuff, but it's just like y'all say one thing about, especially about older eras. I've always came into any debate about greatness, like, I don't care about a person being greater than anybody else. I'll just call it like I see it. Y'all claim that that, oh, these athletes nowadays are bigger, stronger, faster, and better than the athletes. Well, yeah, of course, they're supposed to be, but guess what? When those guys in the 90s was playing, those were the best athletes ever at the time of them playing. And I'm going to look at, okay, so when the best athletes of that era was playing, who was the best player? Michael Jordan dominated those players.
Right.
You trying to tell me that LeBron dominates these players? No. Steph Curry won the same amount of rings as this man. That's not domination. Show me one person that won 6 rings while Jordan was playing.
Right.
You can't show me that. Like, that's it, that ends that debate for me. So I might play around with it, but it's like we don't even have to talk about it. But what's changed since then? Oh, y'all y'all keep bringing up the fact that y'all used to body slam people and stuff. Like, it's not that they used it's what they did.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even get body slammed, and y'all act like y'all got body slammed.
Right.
Like, we got highlight packages of niggas flopping. It is celebrated. I don't get that. I don't get it. Why are we celebrating this? That ain't even a part of the game. That's acting.
Yeah. That's soccer, bro.
That's acting. Like, that's not good. That's not a good look. That doesn't make nobody great.
That's not good
sad.
basketball. That doesn't look like that's not good basketball.
It's even happening in the NFL. And it's not flopping, but look at Brady play. Look at Rodgers. Look, every time they get touched, they turn and doing this to the refs. That's the same as flopping, in my opinion, because you looking for a penalty every freaking play. And it's like, that's not football.
Yeah.
Like, that's not football. That is like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know. But that's the athlete today that's trending it.
And then what happens is you get us who only obviously watches the highlights of these players, and they emulate the highlights, but you get cats overseas who's actually balling with adults, and they're developing, like, first of all, they're getting strong mentally. They're developing some mental strength, and Doncic flops. He be looking at the refs too. So, but he knows that it works over here and that don't work over there.
Exactly.
He could do that over here, and he's already finna become the face of the league, and Curry's still here. But anyway, so it's like we do that, but we can't shoot, and that's like we have the athleticism, but we can't shoot, we can't score, but somehow we think that's basketball. But these boys come over here, and they can shoot.
Man,
might not have the athleticism, but they can shoot. So it's like I don't understand where we're going with that. But I think it's going exactly where they wanted to go.
Yeah, I mean, the international players have been saving the NBA, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Because over
there, I think, like, some of the vets, they go back over there to play, and they can find a team over there, even in their veteran age. Like, I think Luis Cole is still playing for their country and stuff like that. So they still hooping over there. So it's like you're getting these high school, college kids to join those teams over there, and you got Luis Cole on your team. You got maybe Andrew Bogut on your team. It's like all of this rich experience that I can just, like, but now you don't have like, you don't have vets on your team over here. Like, they don't keep the vets.
Because you got to be young and athletic.
All the vets are over at Big Three.
Yeah.
Al Harrington and Rashard Lewis and so ISO Joe Johnson and stuff, like, all this rich experience, or the vets all got their podcasters and stuff, like, they're not nowhere near the team.
They nowhere near.
So you got these new dudes coming in all on their own.
Yeah. The only team, the only vet that is Haslam that's on the team. And he ain't even he's the heartbeat of the Heat, but he wasn't a all-star player for the Heat.
Right.
So
it's
like, them days are, they over, I guess. I don't know. But I'm glad that they have alternatives than the NBA to continue hooping. Because Big Three is definitely, anytime it come on, I be watching it because I'm like, hey, these are hoopers.
Yep.
Like
Tino Mobley, all great,
yeah,
everything, still hooping. I'm like, bro.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, these dudes could be at the end of the bench.
It's a matter of time before they get somebody like Vince Carter to come up in there. And, like it's a matter of time. Like I honestly thought Kobe, if he didn't pass, he would have been the first one to step into Big Three and just like go ham. And then that would have, but I don't know.
I don't think Kobe was gonna do that.
I don't know. I think Kobe, the only reason why I think Kobe would have done it is because a lot of his contemporaries are the Big Three. Like a lot of people wanted like old people to do like Jordan, and I was like, nah, they too old. But that Kobe and Tim Duncan era of basketball, that's what the Big Three is now. And that's why I was like, maybe you get a Steven Jackson or somebody that is talking reckless to Kobe.
Steven Jackson was over there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You get one of them cats to mouth off to Kobe, and Kobe be like, all right, I lace up the shoestrings to go at you in a Big Three for a couple seconds. Like that's what I thought would have happened, but obviously we ain't gonna never get to see that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I put it to you like this, man. If they think that this era is so much better, they just gonna think the next era is gonna be so much better. So it's like I don't really see the point in arguing with them because it's like if y'all think LeBron is great now, in about 5 years y'all gonna be saying the same thing about Giannis because Giannis is the exact same athlete that
they saying Giannis now, and it's like,
well, they saying he's the best player now, but I'm saying the greatest of all time is what they're gonna be saying. Right. That's what they're gonna be saying, and so it's like, you know, you just gotta take what they say
with a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt, because they obviously don't know nothing. Because it's like
they just it's an agenda. They're trying to sell. They're trying to sell the NBA, which I feel like the NBA doesn't need to. The NBA sells itself. It's like football, baseball sells itself. Football, basketball sells itself. It's baseball that needs to get sold because the game is slow. They really not letting people express themselves. But they anyway, and maybe hockey, but hockey probably gonna always.
I think hockey is at its peak because hockey is it's even, in my opinion, it's even nichier than baseball. But baseball it has always been a community like game. Like it ain't never, to me, it never been, even though it's worldwide known, it's never been the stop what you doing, baseball is on. It's we ain't got nothing to do, let's watch baseball. Whereas football's been, you only getting it on Sunday, so we have to stop what we doing just to consume it. Basketball, I only get into it when the playoffs start, but I'm into the Bulls all year long. But when it comes to the playoffs, that's when I'm watching every team. Baseball is the same way for me, but they playoffs ain't as strong as, because their team's not as good. Like baseball, you only got maybe 2-3 teams that can actually win a title, whereas in basketball, you got a legit 4 to 6 if you referring it down the middle. The problem with basketball is like I say, with this flopping stuff, they want certain matchups for the finals, and it's like it's so glaring blatant that they be getting all the calls and stuff. So I don't know, but that's a whole nother topic. But since we own the topic of sports and basketball, it's been for the hometown team, Lonzo had to get that surgery again.
Yeah, man.
So the Bulls, they've been in the rumor mill for Clarkson from Utah. I was,
Clarkson's a two guard. He's not a point guard,
he's
and
not a
he's a
point, and that's how I felt about it. I was like, is this a move because of Lonzo, or is this a move just because they're trying to get some depth at two guard? I don't know, because they do get Dragic.
Yeah, Dragic. Yeah, I was trying to say if that's the case, why did they pick up Dragic?
So
Why
that's
they just
why
pick up Clarkson?
I don't know. I don't know if the Clarkson thing is because of Lonzo, but that happened after the Lonzo stuff happened. So
Clarkson is not. It's not a pass first anything. He's a six man. Like he comes in for like I don't know. He's not the best scorer, but he comes in to put some points on the board. I don't know. I think that was the reason why you called Dragic was because you don't know where Lonzo's at, and in case Io starts to be overwhelmed, you throw a vet in like Dragic. Um, I'm guessing that's what the reason was. And you still got Caruso too.
mhm.
Um, Jordan is cool, but I'm not too sure if he's anything on the defensive end. We got enough. I don't know. I don't want to say we got enough scoring, but like
I put it to you like this: when I thought of it, I said, if because you got to trade for him, right? He's still under contract,
I believe
so
so. Yeah.
that got to be a way for you getting rid of Cody White. Like that's the only thing that I thought about with that. And if
Yeah, I'm
that's the
not. I
case,
wasn't.
he's an upgrade from Kobe White, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean his experience, but I don't. I like Kobe, man. I don't think.
I
How old
I
is
ain't gonna say
Jordan?
I
How
like
old
him,
is Jordan?
but
I like
but
Kobe.
I'm not finna use him. I'm not finna use him to. Okay, what I'm not gonna do is get rid of draft capital to upgrade him.
No,
You know what I
we've
mean?
been doing
Like
that too
if
much.
I'm gonna upgrade him, it gotta be like, all right, we cutting ties with you for another player straight up. But I'm not finna
How old? How
send
old is Clarkson?
oh George what the
He
hell?
might be in his. He might be in early 30s, man. He been around. He been hopping from team to team for a minute.
Jordan Clarkson is he at 30.
Uh,
Just turned 30 in June. So
mm.
um
what's his average points wise?
points 16 a game,
Hmm.
three and a
Okay.
half rebounds, 2.5 assists.
See,
Yep.
that's my. What's the deep? With any steals or nothing like that? It's probably hard to put
Uh
statistics on.
let me go to ESPN
He's
probably.
not known as a defender, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he got
But
point 2
16 is not.
blocks a game, 0.8 steals a game. So yeah, he barely get any steals or blocks a game.
What was your shoot? I know Kobe probably less than 16 a game because he don't really get any minutes.
Yeah, Kobe White is like the only Kobe White is just a 3-point shooter. That's basically what his role is. But he averaged
Wow.
12 points last year and 15 points the year before.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if I would give up Kobe, man. I think it's just he just need to find a place, find his role.
yeah, I mean, well, we know his role. It's just that I mean, I assumed that when he got drafted to be the point guard, but they converted him to a two guard because they think that the cat wasn't really a distributor, so he was a scoring guard.
Hold
So
on. Somebody knocking on the door. Give me a sec.
all right, okay, we back. Yeah, so like you were saying about Kobe White, like you just
Yeah, I
gotta
like
find
Kobe.
his
15 last year, dropped to 12 this year. That's right around what Jordan's giving. He ain't giving nothing on the defensive end. I don't know if I would do that. You just got to find him a role, man. Just let him
The
ball
only
up just
thing
in
that I
time.
would argue that favors Jordan Clarkson, but I don't even know how true that is I think he got a little size to him, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
I
think,
don't,
yeah, I
but
think he at least like
it
six
don't
one, six
matter
two.
if you're not playing defense with that size. So yeah,
I mean, it's just it's like I don't know, man. Like defense. Well, at least when this whole team is healthy, defense is vital. 'Cause, yeah, I think that's what stands out when man. I hope he recovers 100%. That's like man, that's like because I don't know. Yeah, unless Io steps up, and it's kind of like unfair to ask him to become. They're probably not asking him to, but like asking him to become Alonzo. Alonzo is like I don't know how fair that is, man. But and asking Dragic to be, it's like oh yeah, that's like nearly impossible, man. But if we could get a if we can get some type of ball movement and not just relying on DeMar to become Jordan esque,
mm-hmm.
I would be happy. But if we have to, I don't because that's gonna be a problem in the playoffs because everybody know what the game plan is.
Yeah,
To shut down DeMar and everybody else is like, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting though. But man, hopefully he recovers, bro, because Lonzo is vital, man. Lonzo is very important.
absolutely. Um,
Absolutely important.
like he like people always knocked him because he a ball and his daddy, but I was like that brother is a point guard. Like like every, he has the same effect Chris Paul has on the team, and people don't notice that. Like I'm like, but I did. I seen as soon as he left the Lakers, what happened to the Lakers. I
Yeah,
seen soon what he did with New Orleans. Like
yeah.
that boy, he might not show up on the stat sheet like you want him to, but he's that good. Magic Johnson
Yeah.
wasn't that far off on his assessment of
Magic Johnson, Magic Johnson. I don't, but then again, I don't know because it was obvious though.
it. Yeah,
I don't give people credit. I don't give those cats credit for obvious picks
yeah,
because Lonzo was the balls are obvious choices.
yeah.
I give credit to people like Isaiah Thomas who picks up a David. What was his name?
I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't think of his name either.
Or at least his last David Lee. Like he sees something in a David Lee and it's like, no, David Lee is legit.
Yeah.
Now his career didn't last, but nah, David Lee was legit. He picking up people like
I mean, that whole Detroit era was a whole bunch of solid picks.
I know I'm talking about when he was over the New York Knicks. When he was I think president of basketball operations for the
Oh
Knicks.
yeah, yeah. He was the last good president they had. Now
Yeah,
thinking about it,
but the team didn't result it didn't
it
result in
didn't. Yeah,
wins. So everybody was like, oh, Isaiah Thomas this, Isaiah Thomas that. He was better. He was a better president than Jordan was.
sure was. Still is. Shoot, Jordan owe his life to a ball right now. Like, and I hope he don't. I don't know. I don't know how true that ball daddy was about having them all play together, but I know one thing. If that's the case, I'd much rather have them in Chicago than in Charlotte.
Man, everybody finna do all that. Man, you might get
Because his youngest brother in the G League, I think, or the
yeah,
second youngest. So
yeah, he bouncing around trying to find his role. and because you got my man in Charlotte, boy, they'd be a fool if they let him leave Charlotte.
Man, that'll be a
So no, ain't no ball, nothing. That's what Daddy want, but I don't know if that's what the boys want. The boys want to do their own thing and have their own team.
yeah. I don't think so either. But I just thought about it and I was just like, man, I much rather them because that whole the Bulls picked up the Antetokounmpo. And everybody going crazy like, oh, we know what that means. They trying to. I'm like, y'all need
Bro,
to chill out.
I
Y'all need
don't
to
want
chill out.
I don't want Giannis. I want a homegrown player, bro. I want a Patrick Williams to
That's
become
but
a better Giannis.
and that's the thing. See, you gotta. Unfortunately, we gotta share our team with these young people. And the young people, all they just want the fastest way. They like the fastest way to relevancy is what they want. And that goes back to that whole Justice Field topic. It's like, man, y'all want it quick, but I'm here to tell y'all better stick with Justin because they ain't got nobody after him.
Right.
We ain't got nobody. So
Folks them college teams getting blown out over there.
yeah,
I don't know what's going on with college football.
man.
I'm like,
Look,
sheesh, I saw a score like 98-0
yeah,
from a team. I don't know nothing about like who are these people? And 98, those are Madden NFL game
yeah.
score.
Like my thing is this. I look at Tua and I'm like, man, Tua looked worse than Justin Fields did. And you got him some talent, and look at him now.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it, man. It's like we could say what we want to say, but if you give these cats some talent, even though he missed wide open receivers, but I'm just gonna say it again. Look at what Tua did his first 2 years, and look at him now. He looked like a whole new quarter. They was trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
And then they ended up getting rid of the coach because the coach wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, they want to get rid of him and Jalen Hurts from the Eagles.
And you got him some receivers, and look at the Eagles look like the best team in the NFC.
Bro, because Aquamini and St. Brown is legit.
Legit.
Aquamini, I think I don't know if it's Justin that's just scared of throwing the pick.
I think like I said, I stick with my plan. It's that line, and I don't understand why it's the line because they do damn good job running blocking. It is like it's the same. I think it's the same concept.
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
I don't understand why they can't pass block is what.
Yeah,
it don't make sense. Mm-hmm. It don't make sense to me. It's like y'all, they just don't. Like you look at how much time he has to throw the ball, and it's not the same. It's just not. And it's like if you give him time, he's done good. But I could say that about every Bears quarterback we had. So it's like
no, you can't. You can't say that about Rex. Rex was gross. Rex was gross. Rex was horrible.
Yeah,
even with all the time in the world.
Yeah, he did have a good old line too. Like that's the reason why we were so high on Cutler, because Cutler had that same old line and just was Jay Cutler about it.
He was slinging it out there.
Hey man,
he might be. Even Dustin might just be a little bit too cautious.
And it's okay. Like I said, he's been traumatized because he had probably he had the worst coach in NFL history. Is Matt Nagy. and I'm trying to tell you, man, he got set up to fail, and it's like, and he didn't get no hit. Like that offensive line is probably they got rid of maybe 2-3 people, but they ain't improve it.
Listen, I'm thinking like Russell Wilson's O-line wasn't that great in Seattle.
It wasn't. But Russell Wilson was also at that point in time a veteran quarterback that already had won a Super Bowl with a great coach. I don't know if this coach great or not. I know he better than Nagy, but that ain't saying much. Like that ain't saying much. But he is definitely better than Nagy. And he's not, based off his play calls, he's not putting Justin in any position to fail. He putting him in position to succeed. So it's like, it's gonna take time, and that's the thing we hate to hear as a Bears fan, because that's all we've been doing is taking time. So that
I put Minnie and St. Brown might just become the number one option.
Yeah,
I've been hearing his name too many times, and not enough Mooney. I think Aquamenius is taking advantage of no number one option right now.
And I think that other cat, he got hurt today, but I think he will be a nice slot one. The one that came from Kansas City.
Pringle?
Huh? Pringle. Yeah, I think he could be a nice slot to go opposite of. But I honestly think if we can get Mooney in the slot, he'll be even better than that in that role. Because all I see is highlights of Cooper Kupp, and I'm like, Mooney is the same size as Cooper Kupp. Why are we not using him the same way?
Right.
Like, why are we trying to make him a number one receiver? Like, put him in the slot. Let that boy run against linebackers and get open. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. I did have but I ain't figured out how to do it yet. So I'm gonna hold on to that little segment. They called it Internet Clip of the Week.
Okay.
And I had something crazy that I just wanted to get your reaction on it, because I know you'll probably see it though. That's the only thing. But I wanted to like have it where we can watch it and I don't know how to do it. I don't have that type of podcast magic yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So, but that's something to look forward to. But that's pretty much all the topics, because the gaming stuff been quiet this week.
What's name got a demo? I don't know. It was one of the Japanese games that we was talking about that was looking real good. I don't know if it's the one you mentioned. There was a couple of them we didn't know the names of, but there was one called Wolong, WO.
Oh, Wulong Dynasty? Yeah. That was one of them.
Not Wulong Dynasty. Is it Wulong Dynasty?
I thought that's
I
what it
think
was.
it's like Wulong Fallen Dynasty or something like that.
Yeah, I know it was Wulong something.
Wulong something, yeah, but so it's a demo came out. I don't know if it's on. I know it's on. I got it on Xbox, but I don't know if it's on PlayStation or anything like that. But the demo, it's another Souls like, so you're gonna die a lot.
Yeah.
But it's not nowhere as slow as you move. You move quick. The combat is quick. It looks good. I'm really interested. That might be a first day buy, because the demo is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw Maximilian dude playing a demo on YouTube, and so I went and checked it out and see if Xbox had it, and they did. I'm like, okay, bet. Let me go and download that. Let me check that out.
Okay, well, that's unexpected. I didn't know nothing about it. I was checking the store the other day, and I'm like, man, I guess it's time for me to go to crack that the backlog, start downloading some stuff. And then, but I didn't see no demos though, so I guess I gotta search it, because I definitely was interested in it. I didn't know it was a demo available. So hopefully,
I didn't even know it was great.
That's what I said. I didn't know it was nowhere near being. Demos usually indicate it's about to get released. I didn't know it was.
Nah, they said they when you play it, they make some couple statements saying, this is just like beta testing.
Okay.
Final product, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Even for a demo, I enjoyed it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out.
Maybe it's coming out sometime next year or 2 years from now. But
I might even stream it, because I'm getting my setup ready for that, because You know, God of War coming out, so I gotta get ready for that. And
You gotta get ready for God of War.
I do. That's gonna draw so much emotion in this household. We might have that might be the first time where Tasha might actually have to join us because she gon' that's an emotional game for us, man. That first one took us through. It took us through it, man.
You say what? It took y'all through?
Yes, I was, and it only took me through because I was surprised at how good it was. Because all the other God of Wars has just been just a hack and slash. Like it wasn't much story. The fact that they got that deep, I was like, ooh, that took you on a roller coaster.
It was they matured, and so did we, because we grew up with the game. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. The next one is Gotham Knights still. But I'm gonna be playing. I figured the BioShock would be quicker for me to play because it's like a first-person shooter. So, and it might be because it is a story-ish game that'll probably be better for me to stream.
Mm-hmm.
So for reactions and stuff. So I figured that would be the first one I do. I might do it tonight. I don't know, but we'll see. Besides that, like I said, Gotham Knights come out next month, but I'm really not excited about that. Like, it is what it is, because I told you, man, that multiplayer stuff is a turnoff to me now. Like, I don't like nothing multiplayer.
I think they said that you can play it solo.
Okay.
And the multiplayer is only up to 2 people.
Okay. That might be doable.
and you and Tasha can pick the same character and play it through. Yep.
That's interesting.
Yep.
But
I still don't know. I still don't know how good it is. I might just wait and let y'all play it and y'all tell me, because I don't know. The original premise sounded good, but the gameplay don't really look sexy to me. But it could be a sleeper.
And that's what's got me. It's like y'all look like y'all Arkham gameplay, but y'all don't really look like Arkham game. Like y'all look like y'all trying to trick me. Like,
yeah.
So I'm gonna take a leap on it, because it is like, I find that story to be fascinating. I still don't believe Batman did, but they say he is. So we'll see. So that'll be.
It's a bold move if he is.
I'm for it. Like I said, to give his family the spotlight. I don't know why they stopped at them. Like, I don't know where Batwoman and Huntress and stuff is at, but maybe they DLC. That's what they like to do too. So I don't know.
Probably depending on how well this comes out. If it goes well, then maybe we'll get a Huntress, and maybe who else did you just say?
Batwoman.
Oh, Batwoman. Yeah. Cause you got Red Robin, you got Batwoman, you got Huntress. Yeah, depends on that. Probably wasn't even in their plans, man. You probably thinking giving them too much information.
Oh man, well, they could send a check. I'll gladly accept that.
Sure.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing. I can't even think of nothing. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I thought did you see the Busta Rhymes thing?
What?
With him on stage? I want to send you the clip, but I also, because it was funny.
Was he talking? Was he talking about his talking to a dude in the crowd?
Yeah.
And he told him about his girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but yeah, that was gonna be the internet clip of the week. Cause I saw that and I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah,
He just stopped the show.
yeah, yeah. That's
I,
busted though.
I thought that was hilarious.
That's
But
busted. I don't know how that dude felt about that though. I don't remember.
yeah, like I said, it ain't no fun because I can't actually put it up on the screen to get it. I mean, they say screen sharing, but I don't know if that's gonna. I have to test that. I don't know,
Yeah, you would have to test it. Okay.
but
All
yeah,
right, yeah, man. Test it out. We'll probably implement that for next week. Who we got next week?
the
Bears.
Bears. Let's see who we play next week because I know we don't have a bye. I want to say it's another divisional game. Let's see though. Bears play the Giants next week. So at first that was an easy dub, but they've been playing well this year too. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It still should be an easy
But
dub.
Daniel Jones can still be rattled, so
Yep,
they ain't unbeatable. So
absolutely. And the Bears have played against that quarterback and running back tandem very well the past couple years. So
yeah, yeah.
hopefully we'll be 3-1 by the
Hopefully
end.
that's better than that 0-4. Only win 4 games. Yeah. They could hush about that.
Man,
That the season is already a success. You hush up a couple of
man.
quote unquote analysts.
Yeah, man. That'll that'll throw the Chicago sports scene in a tizzy. You get a
Yeah, yes, sir.
a
Absolutely.
3-1 start out the Bills.
Like,
And then
yep,
right around the corner, the Bulls finna start again. Boy,
yep,
had
yep,
this city juking, man. So
yep.
that's what's up.
Crazy.
So that's it. We'll
All right,
see y'all.
well, so yeah, that'll be it for us, man. We thank y'all for checking us out. Appreciate y'all for letting us vibe with us. You vibing with us vibing with y'all, and we will catch y'all next week. God bless.